Coming out now for the black team, Laura, the brain splitter, Buckley. Wow, she looks confident. With a name like Brain Splitter, you got to wonder, she will be fighting for the black corner tonight. And as it currently stands, the black corner are 3 wins to 1. Big support here for Carmela Mancinetti. Here she comes, the Lionheart herself. The Lionheart against the Brain Splitter. The gold corner against the black corner. You've got to wonder who the heroine is here. The narrative seems obvious, the Lionheart against the Brain Splitter, but we shall see. She certainly seems to have the audience on her side. And here we are, round 1. And we're straight into it, and Mancinetti lands a very nice punch to the right-hand side of Buckley's head. The Lionheart is spun around there. Mancinetti now. A lot of movement. Very interesting opening to this fight. Buckley and Mancinetti. Buckley in the black, Mancinetti in the gold. Both on the receiving end of very powerful punches. And now they're acting a bit more cautiously, and rightly so. It's always fascinating to watch the first 10 seconds, because so far, I believe every fight we've had an absolute flurry, tornado, whirlwind of fists. It's Mancinetti now. Both of them working the body. And Mancinetti again gets him in the body. Buckley just seemingly taking a breather. Pretty even so far. Mancinetti possibly ever so slightly more the one on the offensive. But Buckley certainly giving her fair share of shots. Mancinetti, nice combination to Buckley. Buckley does have a guard up, so it doesn't seem to have a huge effect. Mancinetti really coming in with an overhand right there. Referee gets out of the way just in time, and that is the end of round 1. A very interesting opening to the first round of this fight. Very early on, Buckley came out very aggressive, but it was Mancinetti seemed to catch her with an overhand right, if I'm correct, to the side of the head guard, and either that rocked her or it put her on the defensive, but Buckley immediately covered up, shrunk up, and Mancinetti laid into her from there, but Buckley soon returned quite a few jabs herself. And the second round beginning similar to the first round in its level of aggression and volume of punches. Buckley really leaning in there, getting the head down and sending that jab Mancinetti's way. And it's Buckley now with her guard up. Nice movement by Buckley, just brings the arm across and parries the jab coming in from Mancinetti's end. Both fighters circling each other. Mancinetti breathing hard. She's obviously feeling the energy, but Mancinetti now really laying into Buckley. The audience responding. She's on the ropes. Buckley hanging on to Mancinetti. The ref has broken them up. And it's Buckley now, laying into Mancinetti. I'd give it to Mancinetti so far, but not by much. Buckley still on the advance. Buckley now, really leaning into those jabs. She does seem to look down, so the very last moment before landing the jab, she theoretically would be blind, so it'd be good for her to keep her eyes up, keep her head up, watch where she's putting those jabs. But overall, a good round. The Challenge Boxing is a 10-week course in which fighters, where they've never put a pair of gloves on before, up to those who have boxed a bit before, can go on a 10-week training course, culminating in a final fight such as the one you see, where they're pitted against an opponent of similar ability and skill and stature to have it out, as they would say. Here we go with round 3, the third and final round of this 3-round bout. And it is Buckley with a big overhand that didn't make contact. If it had, it would have been very interesting to see what the outcome would have been there. Mancinetti in the far more exotic black and pink boots. Buckley fighting out of the black corner on the receiving end of quite a few jabs there. Got to say, of all the fights tonight, I think this is probably the closest one so far. There aren't many fights that have been this even. Both fighters have exchanged a number of jabs, hooks, overhands. Buckley clearly looking very tired now. Mancinetti also breathing hard. Buckley with the overhand again. She's not one to throw small, quick punches. She seems to be loaded up and get the haymaker in. Sometimes more successful than others. There's another that missed. She was on the receiving end of a jab from Mancinetti there, and that is the kind of boxing that's going to win this for Mancinetti. Seeing the gaps. It's not always about power, it's very often all about accuracy. So far, if we were down to accuracy, you'd have to give it to Mancinetti. Buckley again swinging wildly, she's got to be tired now. Mancinetti working Buckley like a punch bag, head and to the body. And as we start to close out this third and final round, it's got to go to Mancinetti as the victor. Buckley shakes her fist, clearly happy with her performance. But the win has to go to Mancinetti. Which will make the scores very interesting, because we move from 3-1 to 3 for the black team and 2 for the gold team, so things are evened up quite a bit more. Let's go to the judges' decision, see what they thought of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, fight number 5, and out of the gold corner, Carmela Mancinetti.
Mancinetti's got it.